What's up? Tuesday, back at the track. I am indoors this time. I have the elastic series and I wanted to do it on a soft surface. So the only soft surface outside is the football field, and they don't want people training on that just because it's a grass surface, and the more people are on there, the more likely it's going to get ruined. So I'm going to be inside doing the series on the turf today. I'm going to do the first part of it barefoot, and then might put the shoes on for the second half of it. Might keep it off, just depends on how everything's feeling. A little bit of a deload week, so I wanted to change up the variable a little bit, make it a little bit easier on the body by jumping on a soft surface versus a hard. So I'm going to knock that out first, and then we're going to finish it off with a weight room session. All right, so first I'm going to start off with some dynamic mobility, just moving through ranges of motions. Some light skips, some lunges, and that's usually about the most that I do before I do the elastic series. The reason being is that the elastic series starts off pretty low intensity with the pogos, and it's building in intensity as you go. So some of those first movements don't require a ton of prep to be ready for. So the warm-ups for Tuesdays on the elastic series look a little bit like this. So that's kind of a general warm-up, quick and easy. First movement we're doing for the elastic series, we have backwards and forwards pogos. Then we're going to do the skips for distance, skips for height, followed by straight leg downs and bent leg downs. So the idea is get through all that barefoot, make a decision if we're going to follow up the rest of the workout barefoot as well, or put the shoes back on. But we're going to be on the grass on this soft surface. What I try to do when I'm not on a track is find a line and try to follow that line down as I'm doing these jumps to try to just make sure everything's linear. When you get on a track, obviously you have the lane you can stay in, so that's usually what I do. But today we're gonna follow this sideline for 20 meters and we're gonna knock it out. Alright, so that's the elastic series. Stayed barefoot throughout everything today. Felt really good. I might actually maintain that barefoot for the next block and just try to build an intensity on that. I've got a lot of comments, people saying they've been adding these workouts in to their weekly routines. What I would do is I would start on a soft surface. So not sand, because you're not really going to get the benefit off of sand. It's going to be a lot harder work just getting yourself back off the ground just because of how soft it is. The process in which I would add these into your routine would be wearing shoes on grass, then wearing shoes on the track, then go back to grass on barefoot, and then if you want you can go onto the track barefoot. But the track with barefoot, I would be careful with that, just depending on the surface. Some tracks are different than others. So maybe you only do the first 4 to 6 movements, and then when you start getting into more of the actual bounding, you put your shoes back on for that, or change your shoe to a more minimalistic shoe versus doing it with like running shoes or something. So it's a little warmer today, so I'm sweating, which is actually nice because I haven't sweated during a workout in probably, I don't know, 6 months. I'm heading to the weight room now. We're gonna do some upper body accessory work. Normally I would do a slight cool down after that, but because I'm gonna continue training, I'm just gonna go straight to the gym, knock out some additional strength work, and then I'll hit my cool down, and that'll be it for the day. that's the weight room session today. Started off with the mixed grip pull-ups. I just did 4 sets of 12. Follow that up with 3 sets of 8 on the back raises with the snatch grip row. Then I went to some band lateral raises and then a tricep superset. Finished up the session today with 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. Just did 6 sets of kind of like a Pallof press, but I used a exercise ball instead. Rather than fighting against the band when you do a Pallof press or a Pallof hold, I was pushing into the ball that was against the wall, so trying to hold that for 30 seconds. Just playing around with how it feels different compared to using a band with opposite tension. But that's the strength session today. Tomorrow's going to be an active recovery day. We have the med ball circuits and some midline work. Try to get a video of that. Other than that, appreciate the support. Like the video, comment below if you have any questions. Make sure to subscribe so you can get the rest of the training videos as they come. I try to do these daily. Sometimes I miss a day here and there, but always every video is going to have the full training session down below in the description, and you guys can follow along if you like. So other than that, appreciate the support. See you guys tomorrow.